International High School, and we urge you all to subscribe to his Gov TV. Thank you.
Hi there. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about the importance of the Nile to ancient Egyptians. But before we do that, let's take a look at our lesson objectives for today. Our lesson objectives for today would be that by the end of this lesson, you should be able to outline the benefit the pharaonic Egyptians derived from the Nile. 2. You should be able to describe the agricultural activities or practices of the pharaonic Egyptians. So, let's begin with our lesson with this question. What do you know about the Nile River? The Nile River is the longest river in Africa. It covers a length of 6,650 kilometers in a basin area of 3.4 million kilometers squared. The river divides Egypt into two regions. Most of the ancient Egyptians were farmers. These early settlers found it difficult to irrigate their farms. The irrigation was necessary in view of the fact that the land was dry on both banks of the river. The overdependency of the people on the Nile created a popular adage which says, Egypt is the Nile and the Nile is Egypt. The Greek historian Herodotus, who explored Egypt in 400 BCE, wrote, Egypt is the gift of the Nile, and that there will be no Egypt without the Nile. Now let's take a look at some of the pictures of the River Nile. So this is the map showing the River Nile dividing the country into two in the green strips. And this is the original footage of the River Nile as found in Egypt today. And this man is Herodotus, the man considered to be the father of history. Now let's take a look at the benefit Egypt derived from the River Nile. One benefit that Egypt derived from the Nile was the deposit of silt for farming. The river deposited silt on its banks, which helped agricultural activity. The river flooded its banks in July, and the silt left behind assisted to fertilize the land for agriculture. The farmers plowed the soil using oxen and grew crops such as wheat, barley, cotton, olive trees, and vegetables. 2. Another benefit Egypt derived from the Nile was the invention of the shaduf. The farmers invented the shaduf, a simple machine which consisted of a bucket and a pole fixed with a pivotal device. Usually, the pole was provided with a pivot, with the bucket hanging from one end of the pole. The bucket was lowered into the river to fetch the water. After the bucket had been filled, it was then poured into the canals to be distributed to all parts of the land. 3. Also, the Egyptians derived commercial farming from the Nile. The Nile helped the people to cultivate not only for domestic use, but for export, particularly foods like wheat, barley, vegetables, and cotton. 4. The Nile River brought about transportation and shipbuilding. The Nile facilitated inland transport. People traveled across the river in boats to buy and exchange commodities. Besides, the river encouraged the people to build ships for external trade with neighbors of the Nile Valley like Nubia and Axium. 5. The Nile River was used for defensive purposes by the Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians used the river to defend themselves against their enemies and also to attack less powerful communities around them. They built navies on the Nile to defend the territories of Egypt, to expand its territories. For example, it is the use of the Nile which helped the Egyptians to drive away the Hyksos in 1750 BC. It was the same river that the Egyptians used in their conquest of Syria, Palestine, and Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. Lastly, the Nile River encouraged large-scale fishing. The Nile was beneficial to the people as it enabled them to engage in much fishing. fishes caught in the river was used for domestic consumption and export as well. Try your hand on this work and let me have a feedback in the comment. And guys, if you like this video, of course, kindly share and subscribe. Today is my first time using this software. Let me hear your comment or your views on the comment section.
It's God TV, first among equals. Bye.